Hey everybody, welcome to Lesser Saints of Discord. Can't hear Rimshee, so if he's been talking, his mic's muted.
Ah, fuck, are we live?
Yep,
Yep.
we're live.
Yeah, I've been talking. My
Huh?
fucking headset decided to mute my ass.
Yeah, I was going off of the stream. Wait, what's going on here?
Lucky, because you started immediately after I told you, alright, you're unmuted.
Yeah.
Like, it was perfectly timed. I thought you had heard me, and we're rushing.
I know you say it right after, you say it right after the transition, so I decided to start talking when I saw the transition start.
Oh, today's been a shit show.
Yeah.
Fuck, you're telling me.
And today I learned I know Rimshee's timing pretty well. Anyways, welcome to Lesser Saints of Discord, your one and only show called the Lesser Saints of Discord. Every Friday, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Right here live on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, join us on Twitch sometime. It's a lot of fun. Be in the chat. We'll talk to you. Maybe.
Or insult you. That happens a lot too.
Mostly to Crab.
Yeah.
But you get to see us make fun of Crab in real time, and you can join in.
I don't know if I should be concerned about that or not, Skull.
I have something special to say too, Skull. I have no power at my house.
Yay.
You have no power at your house?
Yeah, my PG&E is not providing me with the electricity I need to run this stream. And by not enough, I have a power outage at my house. I am running based purely off of a generator, and somehow the internet's still being up.
Yeah. I feel like I'm just good. I'm one good wind gust away from not being on stream. So we'll see how it works out.
Sweet. I was dealing with that like 2 weeks ago. Now it's your guys' turn, I guess. Yeah. Skull, what's your special thing to say? Also, Rimshee, I am set up to run the show now. Just so you know.
But I have electricity from my generator.
Alright, cool.
She also has updated the stream title.
Yeah, I did.
Maybe I just have to refresh it.
Skull, let us know when you actually graduate. Anything can happen in 3 weeks, trust me.
Yeah. Don't tell us until the deed is actually done.
Yeah, I kind of like how pregnant women don't tell people until they're like 4 months pregnant.
Or how you should never celebrate during the Super Bowl, even if you've got even if you've got 30 seconds left.
Yeah, just look at the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, there have been so many games where it's either a real nail biter, and within the last 30 seconds things change once or twice, or the team thinks they've got the win, and being way too cocky, they throw an interception, or there's a fumble, or they think they've done it, they drop the ball, but they're not in the end zone, and the other team picks it up and runs it.
Yeah. That kind of happened in the AFC Championship game. Fucking Bills gave the Chiefs way too much time. So yeah, that was an analogy. Why are we here again?
Ah, we're doing a show or something. Sorry, Twitch kept logging me out for some reason. Skull, you still don't know that. 3 weeks is a lot of time. Also, you're getting an architect degree and you still can't spell fail.
Well, being an architect doesn't require you to be able to spell.
Yeah. Rimshee can run the fucking lights in your house and he can't read.
Yeah. Well, I can't read words. I can read prints like a motherfucker.
Yeah, but if you're an architect, you should be able to read will fail before people go to build.
It's like, what? It's like, what angle is this at? It'll be fine.
And you spelt writing wrong.
God damn, Skull. Maybe you should invest in Grammarly. It's free, you know.
I'll give you a pass if you're dyslexic, but I wouldn't believe you if you said you are at the... because I just mentioned.
Like,
Also,
I'm dyslexic, which is exactly why I have the issues.
Yeah.
Reading isn't hard for me. I've never had issues reading. Sometimes I read a little too fast and get ahead of myself, but...
The only problem I've had with reading is when I try to say the words out loud that I've only read and then I pronounce them wrong.
Fragile.
Or when we get those people that have the really funny names. Damn foreigners.
You do not have OCD, or you would be spelling those words correctly.
There are varying types of OCD, so I'm not gonna... OCD has nothing to do with your spelling, though.
Except to spell them correctly. That's the only time it would affect your spelling.
Yeah.
You should absolutely have a...
I think
Gussing?
he's saying it on purpose now.
He's gussing.
Well, that's what you get for...
Spelled that correctly!
That's what you get for trying to quit, Y2K and W.
Yeah, it knows you're trying to quit, so it's trying to sell you ads for it. No, Skull, we're trying to help you with your spelling. Because it's awful. I understand fucking up on writing, because there's, like, right, as in the direction. Or...
Well, it's like there, and there. There's different ways of spelling it, and they all mean different things.
Yeah, and you just combine the two, but you spelled fail, fell, so I'm gonna say fuck you on that one.
Yeah, you spelled
You
writing
missed
like the fucking Wright brothers.
I said I'm giving it a pass because you just combined the two types of right. So I'm gonna give you a slight pass on that one.
Yeah, but the fail one, yeah, there's no excuse for
Yeah.
that one.
And then guessing. There's no excuse for that one.
Yeah,
Gussing.
there's a W for writing, and then a GH for being right.
Yeah.
Him and be good at the words. See, Y2K and W's being more of a dick than we are.
Yeah. Yep.
Also, who
Yeah.
the fuck is Graph Mao and Orphoduck?
They're not chatting.
People-
They don't matter.
Fucking losers.
Only people that chat matter.
Fucking stream squatters. Bastards.
Yeah. They're here for the free entertainment, but they don't want to partake.
Like, that's fine and all, but god damn it.
It's like your one friend in the pot circle that acts high. And acts like and pretends to smoke.
Graphical does sound a bit like a Zeppelin. Or like some kind of battleship. Like the Graf
You spelled
Spee.
speaking wrong.
Sounds like a German. Sounds like a German punk band.
Der Blitzen mit der Grafmau. Cats would probably have a fucking conniption if she heard me do that.
She's probably having an aneurysm from you having just said that, whether or not she heard it.
See, Skull, you shouldn't have told us that you're graduating in like 3 weeks, because I'm going to call that school and say you need another English class before they let you graduate.
I can only imagine the poor fucks that get left notes. It's just like, what does this even mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have them put an asterisk next to your diploma, saying that you need one more English class over the summer.
But again, he has a degree, an architect's degree. He doesn't need to spell good.
Emails, man. Emails.
Hey, power just turned back on.
Woo.
Hey.
Now, can you switch back over to regular power without fucking up your whole thing?
Yeah, because I've got a battery backup.
Okay.
Woo.
Yeah, that's why when I got home, my computer was still on.
Now he doesn't have to burn up the gassy in the generator because the gas.
Oh, I use propane.
Propane.
Good, clean burning fuel.
Well, it's also
Propane and
just a lot
propane
easier.
accessories.
YGK&W, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. I know you have a better education.
You don't know. Maybe B-Light's just a fucking Pilsner you've never heard of before.
Alright, I'm gonna swap over my my power devices to the wall outlets again. I will be back.
Alright. So...
How about this? I can put on the first article if you want, and while you guys are going through that...
Yeah, let's do the... So, you want to take this one? The first article?
Yeah, in the live show.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna throw it up on the screen.
Okay, it's the comet one, right?
Yep.
Alright. Coming to us from WION. Striking details about largest comet ever seen that is hurtling towards Earth at 22,000 miles per hour. NASA's Hubble Space Telescope confirmed the largest icy comet nucleus ever seen by... Huh?
Hold up. Did you say 2,200?
I said 22,000.
Okay. Sorry, I thought you said 100. My bad.
NASA's Hubble Space Telescope confirmed the largest icy comet nucleus ever seen by astronomers with a mass of 500 trillion tons. It is said to be 100,000 times greater than the mass of a typical comet found much closer to the Sun. NASA revealed that the estimated diameter of the comet appeared to be 80 miles across, which means it is larger than the U.S. state of Rhode Island. The comet's nucleus is about 50 times bigger as compared to those found in most known comets, NASA says. The US-based space agency further revealed that the comet, C-2014 UN-271, is heading towards Earth at 22,000 miles per hour. However, there is no need to worry, as it will not get closer to the planet, NASA noted. It will never get closer than 1 billion miles away from the Sun, which is slightly farther than the distance of the planet Saturn, and that won't be until the year 2031.
Okay.
This comet is literally the tip of the iceberg for many thousands of comets that are too faint to see in the more distant parts of the solar system, NASA quoted David Jewett as saying, who is a professor of planetary science and astronomy at the University of California, Los Angeles, and co-author of the new study in the Astrophysical Journal Letters. We've always suspected this comet had to be big because it is so bright at such a large distance. Now we confirm it is, Jewett added. This is an amazing object, given how active it is when it's still so far from the sun, said the paper's lead author, Mantu Hui, of the Macau University of Science and Technology, Taipei, Macau. He guessed the comet might be pretty big, but we needed the best data to confirm this, Hui added. NASA stated that the team used Hubble to take 5 photos of the comet on January 8, 2022. News about asteroids and meteorites barreling towards Earth reminds us of a popular Hollywood movie, Don't Look Up, which was basically a satire. In the movie, 2 astronomers warn about an approaching comet that will destroy planet Earth, but the warning was overlooked, resulting apocalypse. That was terribly worded. But the warning was overlooked, resulting in... Hire an editor, please.
Yeah, well, that's how we know it's real. Cause...
Yeah.
It's not satire.
However, the reality is quite far from the movie, as there is no doubt about the fact that space agencies around the world sent alerts and remain vigilant. Also, popular Hollywood movie, Don't Look Up. Never fucking heard of it.
I have. It's on Netflix. If it's popular, that's news to me.
I've heard it's pretty good. I haven't seen it yet.
Nor have I.
Yeah, that was our science article for this week.
Or there's more. There's more science coming later.
Squeeze.
Rimshee, you all good with your power? You all set up?
Yep. I'm swapped back over.
Cool.
I wouldn't call Armageddon a cinematic masterpiece, Y2K&W, but it is dumb fun.
Also, hey Larry. Welcome to
Larry's here. Hey.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, Peter Stormare was great in that movie.
Yeah. So what do you think about the comet? Are you waiting for 2031 to go check it out on a telescope?
Nah.
Only if it's actually coming at us and gonna hit us.
Nah. It's still gonna be pretty far away.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna take a look. I do have a telescope. Actually, I just answered Larry's question. I have a telescope, Larry.
Yeah, I have a telescope. It's at my parents' place, but I technically own it.
No, Larry, I'm not sick. It's just been a really bad day.
Yeah, my parents live out in the middle of nowhere. It's a perfect place for a telescope. That's why it's at their place, not here.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Literally, I step outside, and if there's no power outage, it is so quiet, it's deafening.
Yeah.
If there is a power outage, there's a cacophony of fucking generators going.
I'll be alright, Skull.
Yeah, Skull, don't tell us who to make fun of and who not to. Let us be the judge of that.
You forgot your apostrophe between the I and the M.
You also forgot to capitalize the I.
And you forgot your commas and periods.
Yeah, and ellipses is only 3 periods, not 20.
That could make me a hot beverage, Larry. It's just I don't feel like getting up and going to the kitchen right now.
Well, that depends on what you define as a hot beverage.
beverage that is hot.
We'll go with that.
Would acid classify as a hot beverage?
I mean, some hot beverages can be acidic, I guess. Soup is certainly food.
Depends on the soup.
I like chowders.
Okay. Like a tomato soup, I'd classify that more as a beverage than a food. God damn it.
God damn. Fuck you, Larry, you son of a bitch.
We got baited into it again.
Reset the counter. I mean, that is true. That is true of Wendy's chili, Larry. I still eat it though.
Yeah, but like a tomato soup, I'd count that more as like a beverage or dipping sauce if you're having it with grilled cheese.
Tomato soup is fucking nasty.
I only like it with a grilled cheese sandwich.
I don't like it, period.
Tomato soup?
It's too fucking sweet.
It depends on where you get it, but it can be pretty good.
I'm talking just Campbell's, a little bit of milk in it.
Yeah, I don't mind Campbell's. Campbell's it's decent enough.
No, I'm talking tomato soup, like no chunks in it whatsoever, just straight up.
Now, Larry, if it has meatballs, then you're not having tomato soup. You're having tomato sauce. There's a difference.
Yeah.
I like Taco Bell. Also, it's a hell of a lot cheaper than the other fast food options right now.
Oh, yeah.
I can get 2 customized burritos for less than a fucking Big Mac meal.
Yeah, Taco Bell even seems to have like lower delivery fees if you're doing that shit too. At least here.
Yeah.
There's no cats, so we don't have to talk about pretzels.
I think we've done pretzels to death.
Yeah, I had McDonald's earlier too, Larry. So my grandma wanted it for lunch, and I hadn't eaten anything, so I'm just like, oh, they got filet of fish 2 for $6. Okay, I'll get 2 of those and 2 cheeseburgers and an apple pie, and I won't have to eat for the rest of the day.
Where are you hearing that Twitch's desktop app will be shut down? Skull.
Yeah, that sounds a little far-fetched.
Yeah, that sounds ridiculous.
It's because it's Ramadan. Is that why? Huh.
Well,
Wait.
we might as well talk about this then. I'm posting it in the live show.
Oh, fuck.
I just found that article.
Perfect. Well, it's the first thing that came up on Google. So.
Well, this won't hurt me whatsoever because I always use Twitch in a web browser.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, the filet of fish is decent. And actually, Larry, it's more likely because of Lent.
Yeah, it's
Easter is on Sunday.
It's also just Catholics aren't supposed to eat meat on Fridays.
Yeah,
and
especially Good Friday.
Yeah, especially Good Friday, but most Friday. That's why they started selling the filet of fish in the first place, was because of Catholics. Because the Catholics don't count fish as meat.
Yeah, it's because they were losing sales on fucking Fridays. And they're like, what can we do about this?
Yeah. So
And to be fair,
it was how can we get Catholics business on Friday?
Yeah.
And Filet-O-Fish.
Yeah. It was better than the alternative that Ray Kroc came up with.
That's the only thing I saw with that, but I mean,
because fucking his solution to the problem was the hula burger, which was what it was is basically it was a slice of grilled pineapple and cheese on a bun.
Oh, okay.
And he put it up against the Filet-O-Fish, and the Filet-O-Fish massively outsold it.
Oh, gee, I wonder why. I mean, don't get me wrong. Give me some good old rings of pineapple. I'll munch on.
Well, that was the thing. It's like that was back,
cheese on a bun.
That was back when people were allowed to be more independent. Like a lot of McDonald's best known menu items were created by people that were just franchise owners.
Yeah.
The Big Mac was created by a franchise owner. The Quarter Pounder was created by a franchise owner. The Filet-O-Fish was created by a franchise owner. And they became national successes afterwards. Not so much of that these days, though.
Yeah.
So they got them focus groups and test kitchens.
yeah.
Alright, are we going to do this article about Twitch killing desktop app?
Are we?
I mean, do we
I'll see why
care?
not.
I don't personally care, but we can do it.
Sure. We're on Twitch.
Who's reading it?
Let me
I'll read
pull it up.
I'll read it unless Rimshee wants to.
I'll go ahead and read it.
His offer was rejected, Larry.
There's a lot of shit going on with that. We do have an article kind of related to that, but it's better than just talking about Elon buying.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Anyway,
Although,
why
Elon trolling Twitter is, memey enough as it is.
Why Twitch is killing its desktop app and what to use instead. Twitch has decided to shut down its desktop app, inviting users to watch all the content via the browser or mobile apps instead. The Amazon-owned company claims that fans aren't really using the standalone app, so they'd rather redistribute the funds required to keep the app running to the to other areas.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm pretty sure that's all we need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just people aren't using this fucking thing. We're wasting money on it. Fair enough.
Yeah. Are there any benefits to using the desktop app?
Actually, yeah, there are. Twitch announced blah blah blah. I'm not going to read any of that.
I didn't even know
while many people are only just finding out Twitch even had a desktop app, others complain about the decision, saying they enjoyed the app far more than they do the website. The main point of their stance is that the app doesn't lag as much as the website version of Twitch does when playing games and watching streams.
Okay.
Furthermore, since it's a standalone app, they don't have to bother with the common issues that come with streaming and watching live streams via a browser. Furthermore, the app could launch at startup, providing a convenient way to access the service. With the massive resources required by browsers, especially Chrome, it's understandable why fans are upset about having to use Twitch in this manner instead.
So basically, they implemented an app, didn't advertise it, so nobody really knew about it, and now they're getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once Twitch phases out the desktop app, users can continue accessing the platform via browsers, mobile apps, gaming consoles, or TVs. The platform recently released a Twitch app for Nintendo Switch.
They did.
So maybe check that one too. For the most part, the company expects users of the desktop app to solely rely on their web browser instead, since that's the only option PC and Mac users have left.
Okay, so the Twitch app is still available everywhere except for desktop where you have a browser. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, this is dumb.
This is really dumb. Don't get me wrong, I much prefer the actual app. I don't use the browser.
Okay.
So this actually does affect me.
It really just sounds like a fucking self-inflicted problem on Twitch's part.
It is a self-inflicted problem.
Yeah. I knew they had an app. I elected not to get it because I'm just like...
Well, it's beneficial for me because I have to deal with so many windows that I've got to make sure that I can quickly click the app to verify mod stuff.
Yeah.
And so this is, again, this is mostly going to affect me.
Yeah. The top related search for people also ask is, does Twitch have a desktop app?
Yeah, it's definitely their advertising of the goddamn app. Part of me wonders if this isn't an attempt to get people to know about the app because they're just bad at life.
Or see how many people like backlash against it and they're like, hey, I didn't know. I would prefer to use the app. Or, like,
yeah, I definitely prefer using the app.
Yeah. Because
I'm shit out of luck, aren't I?
It seems like the response, the majority of the response is like, there's an app?
Yeah.
So yeah, Twitch is bad at things. This is unusual. You can almost say it's predictable at this point.
Yeah. That's Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon
All hell
sucks.
Bezos.
Fuck Amazon. Don't work for Amazon.
Fine.
I'll go work for Amazon. I'll be Musk's inside man.
That's Bezos, not Musk. Oh, no, Musk. Okay, yeah. Totally. Got it. Sorry, my bad.
Just make him the king of the fucking planet at that point.
He's already buying it piece by piece. May as well get on the ground floor of that shit.
That's Twitter.
Yeah, no one actually cares about Twitter.
You know, speaking of Musk and Twitter, we might as well just do that article right now.
Yeah, probably.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, I'll do this.
Alright. Let's see, where is it?
Now, we have talked about this guy before. Not Musk, but this other guy that we're about to talk about. Yeah, cool.
Yep, we're good.
Oh no, the team behind the popular Twitter account that tracks Elon Musk's private jet reacts to the billionaire's proposal to buy the company.
Oh no.
Jack Sweeney runs a Twitter account that posts updates on the whereabouts of Elon Musk's private jet. It emerged Thursday that Musk has offered to buy Twitter outright for a $43 billion deal. Sweeney reacted to the news by tweeting, "Oh no." A teenager who made an enemy of Elon Musk by creating a Twitter account to track his private jet hasn't reacted well to the billionaire's offer to buy the social media platform outright. "Oh no," Jack Sweeney, 19, tweeted Thursday, adding, "Probably good for Twitter, but probably not me, lol."
Why do you think he gives a shit about you, too?
I mean, if he really wanted to, then he could shut me down, Sweeney told Insider in a Twitter message. It was kinda not surprising. It's Elon Musk. He's the jokester of Twitter. Sweeney entered the spotlight at the start of 2021 when it emerged that Musk offered him $5,000 to take down the jet tracking Twitter account. Musk told him it was a security risk, and he didn't want to be shot by a nutcase, according to Protocol, which first reported the story. Sweeney later told Insider he thought the amount of money Musk offered was too low for the satisfaction he got from running the account. The account, Elon Musk's jet, has 402,000 followers. Sweeney said he started the account in June 2020 and uses bots to scrape publicly available air traffic data, thereby alerting the account's followers to the movements of Musk's private jet. Musk said in a tweet in January that social media accounts discussing his whereabouts were becoming a security issue. Musk disclosed in early April that he'd taken a 9.2% stake in Twitter. The social media site then announced he'd been appointed to the company's board, but said 5 days later that Musk had turned down the position. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Honestly, $5,000 to take down that account is ridiculously low for Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also get where he's coming from. It is a security risk. Totally get that.
But $5,000 for a billion.
What's your security worth, Musk?
Yeah. Minimum pay for that kid's college. Bare minimum.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Not a terrorist. Free press. Yeah, Larry's got it. That's like him throwing a penny.
Oh, look,
I'm pretty sure it's even less than that.
Hey, look, everybody, Poveros snuck in.
Yeah, Pav, it's a fair reason. However, it's free information that anybody can find.
The only thing is that
he figured out a way to consolidate it.
Yeah, he correlates the information. That's about it.
The least, like, I will give the kid is, like, he's got his principles, at least.
Yeah.
It's just like, why are you doing this? It's like, because it makes me feel nice.
Pav, it probably took him a couple days to either script or set up the bots to comb through all the air flight data.
Yeah.
And then after that, he just lets it roll. So it's no work that he does after that.
I mean, why do you think bots are everywhere,
other than checking in every once in a while to make sure that it's still working.
It takes no fucking effort to set up or even just buy a bot at this point.
Worth is subjective, Poveros. Worth is subjective.
Yeah, because having that Twitter account is pretty funny. And if Elon Musk is that concerned about it being a security risk, he would offer more than a fraction of a penny of his billions.
It's like, as the guy said, it's like $5,000 is not worth nearly the satisfaction I get of running this account.
If Elon Musk was only worth $10,000 and he was offering $5,000, sure, definitely take that take less than that $5,000 at that point.
I mean, like, yeah, he's still being a dick, but
yeah,
there's nothing wrong. Well,
But
I won't say there's nothing wrong with being a dick, but it's not illegal to be a dick.
Also notice he says it was too low for the satisfaction he got from running the account. Not too low for all the effort he puts in. It's purely the satisfaction.
Yeah, Elon Musk is a multi-billionaire.
Yep.
If he paid the kid $100,000, it would hardly be a drop in the bucket. A lot of
Elon
people
Musk
realize
should-
how much a billion is.
I think his net worth is like $251 billion at this point.
Honestly, Elon Musk should just get 2 more jets and have them all take off one after the other and just pick a random one to be on each time so they don't know which jet is actually carrying him.
Yep. I mean, he's got the money. Motherfucker's got the money to buy an entire country and still be in the black.
I mean, he'd be spending more than $5,000, but then it wouldn't be a security risk anymore. So what the president does...
Offers are only as valuable as the person accepting it gives it. So... Or the person giving it. I mean, if I only have $50 and I offer you 10, that's 1/5 of my worth.
Which is not an insubstantial amount.
Yeah. If Elon Musk how much is Elon Musk worth?
I think it's like $251 billion though.
273.6 billion.
Damn, it's even higher than I thought.
Yeah, you could offer
the U.S. government is in debt in the trillions, and they can buy multiple planes to keep the president safe. Why can't Elon Musk do that when he's in the black?
Elon Musk could offer this kid $1 billion and still be fine.
I mean, yeah, like as is stated in this article, he's offered $43 billion to buy Twitter.
Yeah. Now, granted, most of his net worth is tied up in stocks in his own companies and shit like that, because this is his net worth. That does include a lot of his assets.
Yeah.
But still.
Honestly, though, if he offered me $1 billion, I'd be looking for shit to invest in.
The $43 billion for Twitter, that's a cash offer.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you offered me $1 billion, I would take it in a heartbeat, because there's so much shit I could do with $1 billion to make sure that several generations don't have to worry about, like, my entire family doesn't have to worry about shit for a few generations. If I
I could take care of my entire
family. I could take care of my entire family and still have nothing to fucking worry about for the rest of my natural days.
Yeah.
And have a hell of a lot of money left over.
I'd take it. I wouldn't spend it. I'd invest it. I'd figure out what to invest in, because that's how you're going to make a better return. Hell, if you make the right investments, you could even be like, you know that bill you gave me? Here is it, plus another $1 billion, as a thank you.
My number to, like, really quit doing everything and just sort of live a hermit life, 10 mil. Easy. I'd still do stuff, but, like, so that I wouldn't have to do anything at all.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I would still do stuff, so I wouldn't have to. 10 mil is my number.
Seriously, Larry, I would keep working. I would happily keep working. I might invest in my own electrical company, but I would keep working. Because I actually do enjoy my job.
I would find something to at least keep myself busy. I wouldn't have to make a living off of it, but it would keep me occupied.
Larry knows that I do exactly what I said I would do. Why do you hate me for it, man?
It's because Larry can't wrap his head around the fact that there are people that actually enjoy working.
I will say this. I would definitely not be driving my 25-year-old truck as often. But I'd also definitely be willing to drop money into it to restore it. That's an emotional thing, though.
That's the thing, Larry, is that like you're just one of those people that looks at work solely as an obligation. Not everybody does.
Yeah, if I had that money, I'd start a bunch of comedy clubs.
Larry, you're kind of the kind of person who would win the lottery, go, fuck yeah! And within a few years, you'd end up in the same location, if not worse, purely because you had money all of a sudden. Meanwhile, if I got that money, I'd do my best to,
Okay. No, I have to address this. Larry? I've been out of work for over a month now, and it's driving me fucking crazy.
I was out of work for 2 months back in 2020. I wanted to go back to work.
Like, you literally have... What? Larry, I'm not broke. I'm pretty good at the moment. Like, I don't need a job like immediately. But I've been stuck in the house for like over a month now with nothing to go and do, and I'm starting to lose it. Yeah, and as I said,
I was out of work for like 3 months in 2013, going into 2014, and no, that was pretty chill. But I started running out of stuff to do, just like around the house and shit.
Yeah, you know, like I said, like I've used the example before, but I'll continue to use it. You know, like my dad, after his car accident, when he found out that he was basically never going to be able to hold a job again, it crushed him. And he was depressed. Really depressed. For a long time.
Oh, Larry, no, we're talking about still working and being our own bosses. We're not talking about...
Yeah, like if I could just like work for myself, that would be fine.
Like I said,
that if I could.
Like I said, I might invest in my own business.
Yeah.
But I'd still be working.
Yeah, I'd start my own business too, and I'd still be working. I own this shit though. Yeah. It's still work to own your own shit.
Yeah.
In fact, it's a lot more work if you're the CEO. If you're the owner-operator, it's a lot more work than going to work and having a boss and doing all that.
Yeah, there's also so much more shit to keep in mind.
Yeah,
Larry,
employees.
Larry, we're talking about still working. We're not talking about jobs. That's different.
Yeah.
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 No one said anything about maintain. I'd still do what I do for work. I may have said I'd still do. I'd keep my job, but I'd keep doing what I'm doing, or something along those lines. But ultimately, it's what we would do work. Now, keep in mind, there is something nice about having the thought of having $1 billion and having invested in a bunch of things and having those investments make a return or provide a return, and just having one of those low-level jobs. Maybe you work at McDonald's or something. Not because it would suck having a boss, but there's that little part that's gonna be like, I could quit tomorrow if this guy's an asshole to me.
Yeah.
Or I could wait till it's gonna be the absolute worst and fucking shit all over his day.
Yeah, Yeah, first thing I'm doing if I get into a large sum of money, which...
Yeah. Although I wouldn't do that last one because more often than not, you don't fuck over the manager, you fuck over the other employees.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how you go about it.
If you walk out, somebody else has to come in and cover your shift.
Yeah, I would, like, if I came into a large sum of money, quit my job, and then hire somebody to manage my money for me.
Oh, I'd definitely hire someone to help with managing my money. That's one of the best things you could do if you win the lottery or if you come into a large sum.
That's priority numero uno.
Yeah.
And then...
Again,
Larry, I would take like a year off and travel a bit.
Again, Larry, I think that's a bit of an extreme reaction.
Yeah. Well, how much did he win? That's the thing.
And for all you know, he just enjoyed doing that job. Yeah. Everyone's different.
Maybe it's soothing to him.
45 million?
That's not bad.
Yeah.
And what kind of cleaner was he? Did he just go and clean up office buildings at night or something?
Yeah, was he like the night school janitor that waxed the floors and shit? Because I can see how that could be, like, nice and soothing.
All I can think of when I'm thinking of nighttime janitors.
Yeah. That there are people that find shit like that really like a good time to like think and find it kind of meditative. Just go around and just do like a mindless job for a while.
Yeah, like that was one of the only benefits of my Amazon job is that I had a lot of time to just sit and think. Because it was just me out there by myself on the road.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like maybe it's just his routine and he doesn't see a need to change it.
Mm-hmm. Especially like in
maybe he likes his coworkers. Maybe he just likes to come in and see everybody.
In jobs like that, generally the owner of the company is only 1 or 2 levels above you. At the most. So.
Why would they be fuming? They work with a billionaire, or with a multimillionaire. They might be able to get a few bucks out of him.
Yeah.
Just because you're embezzling money so that you don't have to work in the future because you hate work doesn't mean everyone hates work.
Okay, so like Larry, that doesn't speak to the guy. Like if somebody decides to keep their job even after winning the lottery and their coworkers are pissed at them about it, then their coworkers are petty fucks that need to get over it.
If he's not doing the work that he's supposed to be doing, they can still fire him. It's not like him having 45 million makes him impervious to job site discipline.
Yeah.
He's not suddenly going to be able to handle cleaning solution without gloves.
Yeah, Larry, if I liked a job like that, I'd be taking my coworkers out every weekend for sure.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Like once a week? Yeah.
I'd be buying buying lunches for the crew and taking them out every weekend. For sure.
But at the same time, you know, like if he doesn't, you know, it's his money. I can't
Yeah.
expect him to spend it on me.
I'm saying it would be nice for him to do that, and it's something I would do. I'm not saying he should or shouldn't. I'm just saying he would be a very cool person to do so. Because I want to know what is he doing with that money? Is he helping his coworkers out on top of still working there? Maybe he
Is he
likes his coworkers, and that's his sort of social group is his coworkers. You don't know him.
You don't know he bought a Lambo.
Yeah. And let's be honest, like Larry, like even like just winning 45 million, Lambo's a bad fucking investment.
Yeah. Like when I was a first-year apprentice, there was this third-year apprentice who had bought a used Maserati. It was used,
God.
but it was still a motherfucking Maserati on a job site, a construction site.
What the fuck are you doing?
I remember walking past it every day and going, why the fuck does this guy have this car?
Yeah,
I thought it made me think this guy's irresponsible with money. That's what that made me think.
I'd buy a little Toyota Tacoma. That thing will never break down, and I'll be good for the rest of my life.
I mean, like,
I'd fix up my truck. I'd
and yet again, you know, like,
I'd pay for it to get disassembled, cleaned, and reassembled. It'd be like a brand new truck when I was done. But that would probably be the most emotional material investment that I'd make.
Again, Larry, I think having money doesn't preclude one from having a bad time or complaining about things.
Yeah.
There's a lot of miserable fucking rich people.
Yeah. Oh, I had a rough weekend. Oh yeah, Brian? Did you? Yeah, my mom died.
Like,
money didn't solve that, did it?
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Wow.
Right?
Yeah. Rich people still get bed bugs. They just can get rid of them more easily because they have money to do so. That's all.
It's just one of those things.
Yeah, it's
Like, there are going to be people out there who make the decision, I have money, I can sit on my ass. Usually those people will pay off any house debt or anything like that. They'll pay off their car loans and all that stuff. And they'll think, I still have a lot of money. I'm going to buy shit with this money. And they end up in the poorhouse. There are some people who will throw it in the bank and be like, I'm good now, and taxes will probably get them.
well,
There's also the situation where maybe the whole idea of how much money he won hadn't fully clicked in his head when they interviewed him. And then he went back to the work the next week, and then he was like, started doing the math, and he was like, oh, fuck. Never mind. I quit, guys. He could have done that.
If he's smart, that's the route he went.
yeah.
Because
Yeah,
45
if he
mil
was-
doesn't. 45
Again.
mil sounds like a lot, but it's not a hell of a lot to go on for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and Larry, the only reason that we're
no,
discussing this
it's-
hypothetical is because you've basically out the gate taken the stance. It's like, oh, that guy won the lottery. Why the fuck is he still working? Idiot.
45 mil is quite a bit, because 1 million is $100,000 a year for 10 years.
Yeah.
At the lottery, but they could be thinking that, oh, it's really not a lot depending on what you're doing. Yeah, it's $100,000 per year for 10 years, but that being a lot depends on where you are. Like in Florida or Montana, you'd be set. In California, you would be below the poverty line.
Yeah. In New
I'd
York
be pretty
City,
good here.
you'd be fucked as well. So
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm just saying, So 45 mil. That's $100,000 a year for 450 years. So,
Yeah.
you know, we can raise the $100,000 level to $200,000 a year for 22 and a half for 225 years.
It would be more than enough money for any of us, pretty much.
Yeah. It's $400,000 a year for 11 for sorry. Yeah, it's $400,000 a year for 100 years.
And technically, he got even more than that because, you know, he's in fucking Belgium. You guys are on the euro. It's worth more than the dollar currently.
Yeah.
Yeah, and why wouldn't I just move to Florida or some shit if I had that much money? Live on the beach. Fuck it.
I don't know if I'd go to Florida. I'd definitely go to, like, I'd go someplace warmer.
Y2K, don't forget that if you throw it in a savings account with a, let's just say it's at, let's do the math. It's at a 1.5% interest for whatever reason. I think around here it fluctuates between 1 and 2, somewhere in there. That's at 0.0015. You're at $67,500 of interest added every year.
Yeah, you can live off that easy.
Yeah.
Depending on where you are, again.
Larry, that's true, but if you put in there are lots of banks where if you put enough money into the account, they will give you interest because they're using your money to lend out to others.
Actually, in the US, they will still give you interest because that's what they're doing. They're taking whatever money you have in savings, using it for loans and stuff, and so they give you the interest. But it's a very small amount. You're looking at 0.0015 to 0.0025
but
interest.
Banks want the notoriety of managing large accounts, so they will give you better deals if you're putting large amounts into their accounts. Because they also get the resume. They get to add that to their resume along with carrying your money and using it to lend out to other people.
Looks like Sir lost power.
Bye.
He's still online because Discord doesn't know.
Yeah, sometimes it takes Discord a little bit to really kick somebody out. You know, I find it funny that you started doing all the interest computations, Rimshee.
Why? Why me?
Because you're Jewish.
No comment.
Just talking facts here.
So, Sir doesn't know if he'll be back. Anyone want to hop in the meantime?
Yeah, hop in the waiting room or something. Really, all it comes down to, though, is there's that whole... if you give a poor man $5,000, he'll spend it in a week or two. If you give a rich man $5,000, he'll turn it into $50,000. It's like, yeah, because the rich guy doesn't need to use that $5,000 on basic living expenses. You dumb fucks.
Like if I was given $1 billion, or if I won the lottery or something, like you said, numero uno, financial manager, someone to help me with managing the finances. But immediately after that, it's budgeting for what I need for the year. So hey, maybe I just pay my mortgage a year in advance or something. Talk to the mortgage company and say, hey, can I throw all this money at you a year in advance, and then next January I'll do the same thing, and so on and so forth for the next 30 years. And then same way, and then I can pay back certain other loans, make sure I'm paying everything on time. But that way I don't have to think about those things. I might do that.
Yeah, you don't necessarily give them control of your money. You have them.
Oh, I'm not talking about the financial advisor. I'm talking.
No,
I'm
talking to Larry, like financial manager that eats with your money. Yeah, you don't necessarily give them control over your money. You have them more advise you and shit.
Yeah, that's why it's a financial advisor, not a financial manager. It's the managers that yeet with your money.
Managers typically are for like end of life type deals.
Yeah.
Like it could be a possibility that you won't be in existence around to be able to like accurately put your will on where the money goes.
Yeah, well, financial manager might be good like later on once you find the right one, so to say.
Yeah, if it's someone you
work
trust.
With a financial advisor first.
Yeah.
But I'll slightly parody a little bit what Larry said. He said, "I hate those things. The whole give a poor man $5,000, he'll spend it in a day." I completely do not agree with those sayings because they're really dumb.
Yeah.
They're dumb and very simplistic, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're not exactly wrong.
But they're ignoring nuance.
Yeah, the nuance is that, like Jabel said, the nuance is that the poor person has bills to pay. They have basic necessities to meet.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to invest that $5,000. Hell, right now, if someone were to give me my $5,000, I'd probably put it in, or were to give me $5,000, it would go into the bank, and I would use it for my mortgage.
Yeah, mortgage, bills, any credit card that you still have.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
It's. Like,
but let's say I had $200,000 in a savings account. $5,000 would be like, well, I wasn't expecting to have this. Let's see what I can do with it. What can I invest in? Let me look at stocks. Let me look at investment opportunities. Let me see where I can make this work for me.
Saw a competition posting from 2011, and it stated first prize winner gets $500, second prize winner gets $300, fourth gets $150, and then 5th through 10th gets 25 bitcoins.
Oh yeah, I remember that competition.
It was just, it's like, oh, could you imagine if you won first prize on that?
Yeah, that was when Bitcoin was like
20 or 15 cents or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but could you just imagine, the 2017 spike, and being like, God damn it.
Oh, I have a buddy that used to do Bitcoin mining.
Oh.
And he would just take what he mined and just use it at the casino and shit. And then the 2017 spike happened, and he was like, "Motherfucker!"
I could have just.
He would have had hundreds. He would have had hundreds of Bitcoin.
Well, yeah, it's definitely one of those things. If I had invested in that when it was only cents, I would be making millions now.
But you didn't invest in it, and neither did anybody else. Therefore, it was only cents.
Yeah, there's also that guy that's been spending 5 years because he has 250 Bitcoin on a hard drive on a computer that he threw out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been digging through a fucking what's it called? A landfill. Ever since that spike.
Oh, the problem is that's a hard drive, so it's probably been thrown around a bunch. So it cost him like 10 grand if it's broken at all, if he ever finds it.
Yeah, but if he can get the Bitcoin off of it, 10 grand is less than
nothing.
the value of
But it's
what,
still
1
a
or 2?
process. Yeah, well, right now I think we're at $43,000 Bitcoin per coin.
Yeah, so it's like a quarter of the value of 1 Bitcoin, and he's got 200 on there.
Was the kid that like threw $10 back when it was less than a cent at it and then forgot about it?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Honestly, wish I had done that. Like, I thought Bitcoin was going to be a dumb investment. Legitimately thought it would be dumb. Not for any specific reason, just because I didn't have the disposable income to invest in it, for one thing.
Yeah.
And I never thought it would take off like it did. If I had some disposable income, I was single at the time, I would have been like, why not? Here's $5. But I didn't even have that at the time. It was no.
I think around the time that I probably could have like dropped $50, it was around 2015 when I was not scraping by too hard. So that wouldn't have worked. But yeah, back. I wanna go find more of those posts of like people throwing away their Bitcoin or people giving it away because it's like worth nothing, only to find an update from someone responding to that.
I wish I had invested now, because I would have cashed out. I would have cashed out when it was in the tens of thousands. Had I put like $10 in, $20 in when it was nothing.
Hilarious.
It's just. It's just one of those things. It's like, yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I could kick myself all I want, but until I make a time machine, there's really no reason to.
So, in 2017, it spiked, like, real hard. And then it dropped real fucking hard. Now I don't follow too many things. I'm not the most knowledgeable person, but I don't even know, like, a moment of clarity in a conversation with my little brother. At Thanksgiving, around that time, it had just hit, I think, $6 grand, and he had money in it, and I'm like, pull out now. He's like, no, I'll be fine. The next month, it dropped below what he bought it. It has. Bitcoin is just a little, or crypto is just a little.
It's volatile.
Very volatile, and there's so
it's
many
very
coins.
Unstable.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the biggest reasons to not invest heavily in it.
Heavily is a good way to put that.
Like, if you've got some money that you are perfectly fine to just kick around and call good, whatever, then yeah, sure, invest in it. But do not fucking invest shit in it if you need that money.
Yeah, that's the conversation of, like, the rich man, gets $5 grand, throws the $5 grand into, like, Bitcoin or something along those lines. Not, you have $5 grand to your name, and you're gonna throw 2 of it at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about playing it in this casino.
Well, if you're not getting a lot for it at the time, and you're thinking, I can see if I can win big at the slots, or maybe I'll get some money out of poker or blackjack from this thing. First off, you're an idiot for trying to win against the house if you're going with poker, or if you're going with blackjack. Or you're going with slots or something like that. Poker is against other people, so that's a skill thing. That's different.
Whatever.
Second off...
Okay. Sorry. less than the same.
Second off what, Rimshee?
I don't remember.
Oh, I interrupted him a few too many times. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of those things. You don't... If you don't think it's going to do well, you're going to a casino and you're thinking you can make money off of it. Well... Oh, I remember what it was. You feel like you're doing a better investment than the half-ass shit you're getting from this mining craze. Not realizing how big it's going to go, but you don't know how big it's going to go because it's unstable.
Mining's
It's
different.
volatile. Yeah.
We're paying into it's different than
Well,
mining it.
mining you are kind of paying into it in that you're taking electricity out of the wall and turning it into a currency.
Yeah.
So it really depends on your on the cost of electricity where you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, trying to think.
Like how much? And from what I understand, it takes a fair amount to get 1 Bitcoin.
It does now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So it takes there's a threshold, and you don't have to buy ASIC chips. You can just get a motherboard with like 3 PCIe 16 slots, get 3 cards, and then mine that way.
Hell, there was a time where I was doing some mining back in the day, and I'd have it run when I was sleeping. My GPU would be the miner, and I'd just mine while I was sleeping. You're not gonna be mining a whole hell of a lot, but depending on what you could do, if you're spending less than $4,000 or 40 grand, and you end up getting enough for 1 Bitcoin within that same time frame, the initial investment would be heavy. You might make back the investment within a month or two. And then after that, it's just paying for the electricity. You'd have already paid off your cards and all that stuff, but it really depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, I say go ahead and mine if you want, because it's not going to take it. You're just leaving your computer on.
And if you leave your computer on already, it's not the worst thing.
Not entirely, because those cards degrade. So, like, if you're mining excessively.
It depends on your setup. Good miners will undervolt their machines so that it degrades less. It keeps the heat down.
Correct, but you're not always going to run in or get a great experience out of what else you're using the computer for. Like, if you have a secondary computer, that would work.
Well, you got to remember that modern day computers, you can download software. For example, the MSI Afterburner software for overclocking the GPU. You can have different settings on there, and you can have your gaming setting, your setup for working, if you do work from your home computer, and you could have your mining setup, and you just click between the different presets. And okay, I'm done for the night. Click my mining preset, launch my mining program, go to bed. Also, MSI Afterburner is not something you need an MSI card to use.
Correct.
Yeah, China's the big miner now. Actually, no. China doesn't even mine anymore because it's basically being made illegal.
There was.
Yeah. By the way, everybody, can we all agree crypto's no fun anymore?
Yeah, the normies got into it.
Yeah, same thing with the rest of the internet. Like, it's...
That's some hipster talk right there.
No. Okay,
You're a fucking normie.
name more than 10 websites that you go to on a regular basis.
Me?
Yeah, currently.
Wait, hold on. What am I defending? This is just...
I'm going to be making a point. You're not defending
Okay.
anything. I'm just...
Okay. Throwing something at me. I probably like 4. Like, other than goddamn Discord, which can kind of be considered a website. I
Yeah,
guess.
so you go to 4 different websites.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many did you go into pre 2010?
Probably the same ones.
Really?
Yeah.
You had a really boring life on the internet.
Yeah, I've gone over that.
Larry,
So,
hold
on a
on.
regular-
Porn doesn't necessarily
person.
count because sometimes you're looking for the right video and you need 5. That's a different thing entirely.
Yeah, not
Fair.
including porn. There is a huge difference between what I would regularly go on and what I would just find and search around for, and then go on different websites because it's not on anything I normally go on.
Yeah.
I had a relatively limited common website access, probably less than 5, but the number of different websites, individual unique websites I'd go to over the course of, say, a week would be dozens.
I
Yeah.
didn't have consistent access to the internet pre-2010. So it wasn't like wasn't something that I was very sheltered. My parents were very strict Christians.
Okay. Still,
So-
even when I was in high school, I still went to like addicting games.
Oh yeah.
So like. I
Oh
went
shit!
to
You know what? I forget. Addicting
Newegg.
Games, Newegg. Do you remember Kitty Cannon?
Yes, I
Newgrounds
do.
Kitty Cannon was great.
Flash game sites. So I was kind of combining those to be one thing.
Yeah, Congregate, Newgrounds.
Newgrounds.
I completely
Money-
forgot about all of those. Yeah, I had 10. I
Money
had at
Junk.
least 10.
I
Funny Junk.
Funny junk.
Um,
has been a pretty big, huge part of most of my like memory. So it'd be. I've never been a social media person, so none of those technically count.
Sean, CartoonNetwork.com had some great fucking Flash player games.
That's
Yeah.
That's true. There was a couple of other like specific websites for specific games type thing. I also spent a lot of time on Wikipedia, because I couldn't read comic books
Mhm.
because I could only find the ones that I could find at. I didn't have money, so I'd read whatever was there at Barnes and Nobles, and then I'd go.
Did
and
you
look at
ever go to
Wikipedia.
Gaia in high school?
I did not. I've never heard of that.
Not you, Jables.
Okay.
Sounds familiar.
Gaia Online. There were stupid little anime-esque avatars.
I'd have to have a visual. Let me see.
Yeah, it was a stupid website.
I did play a lot of RuneScape.
I played RuneScape with my brothers. By like 2010, I had built myself a computer.
Oh, I did go to Gaia.
I'm trying to think.
Yep.
Spent a lot of time using Pivot.
Wait,
You guys
does
ever heard of
Gaia
Pivot?
Gaia fucking still exists?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Its UI looks all fucked right now though, so I wouldn't bother.
Persona. What the fuck? They added so much shit.
Yeah.
I have no idea what half of this shit is. God, things have changed since... Fuck, when was it? 2006? 2000... Yeah, it must have been like 2006, 2007.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I remember being on, like... I still miss old MySpace, because that was the shit.
Yeah, that was one of the ones I included in my original thought process.
Yeah.
Used it.
You never used MySpace?
I never used MySpace, Facebook. Like, the only reason why, like, I had them, but I never used them.
I didn't have Facebook until I went to college, and when I got Facebook, you still needed a college email address in order to get an account. The only reason I got a Facebook at the time was because someone else made it for me and gave it to me and said, "Now you're on Facebook." She was hot too.
MySpace was great because you could customize your page for one, and that included putting like your own playlist on your page. So when people went to your page, like
it was highly customizable. It was highly customizable. It was kind of nice, but at the same time, it became too much.
Yeah, some pages were just fucking wild. But the other thing that you could do is it was a really great way to find music, because bands could post like their latest album as their playlist on their page. And you could just, I don't know, you could just scroll through different genres of bands and find all sorts of different music that was pretty underground, until MySpace became like a quote-unquote label, and they started changing the whole format of it and everything. And then it just became shit, and then everybody moved to Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, the reason Facebook became as popular as it did was, one, it was new, and two, MySpace got way too crowded. Like, MySpace pages became, "Hey, look at all this shit about me! It's just a wave of nothing! It's all this white noise, it's nothing, but it says nothing, and it's just shit. Oh, the result of a quiz! Oh, this!
I got Facebook simply because I wanted to communicate with people, and they were all on Messenger. They all used Messenger. And so that I do use, Facebook Messenger, but it's a completely separate app now, so I just never been to social media.
Yeah, like I said, someone else made my Facebook for me. Someone else had made my MySpace for me too.
Shanma, MSM for the win. Mainstream media.
Oh, you know what I did have, and I did use regularly back in the early 2010s? Ventrilo. It's not really a website, but that I did use. It was
fucking nostalgia shit.
We used to I used to host the Ventrilo, and then later on the TeamSpeak 3 server for the guild that I was in Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Oh, I remember that story.
Yeah, you do. But yeah, no, I had my computer would host that. Made for some interesting times because I wouldn't shut down my computer at the time. So there was moments. 7 a.m. someone jumped into the voice chat, and I had like fallen asleep with it in like still in the voice chat. It just started blaring. I don't even remember what music it was. Oh, it was Baby Got Back to wake me up.
Yeah. So, what I recommend to everybody in the chat, and to everybody talking right now, get the add-on Stumble Upon for Firefox or whatever. I don't know if it's available on other browsers. But yeah, you Stumble Upon. Find some new websites. Get out of the same old shit.
I tend to not even go on the internet for more than just, oh, I need to go to Amazon to buy something because I'm so far from the fucking store.
Yeah.
I need to figure out what's wrong with this. I'll use the internet to find it to solve this problem. The internet's not fun anymore.
Yeah. And maybe that's just because we're adults now.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm an adult and a father. Fun is dead.
Yeah. F in the chat for Yahoo Answers.
What happened to Yahoo Answers?
Oh, they closed down like 2 years ago.
Oh, damn. That sucks.
Maybe more. My timeline's all fucked up because of the pandemic.
No, fair. It still feels like the end of 2019, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, 2022 is just 2020 version number 2.
2020 Electric Blue... Oh, never mind.
Yeah, Ask Jeeves was the shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, remember using more than one search engine? Depending on what you needed to find? DuckDuckGo is still going strong, though, guys. So.
DuckDuckGo? Oh, okay.
Yeah, DuckDuckGo should just be ignored. They're becoming not opposition. They're kind of becoming a sub Google.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
How so?
They're following along the same restriction algorithm as Google uses.
We were talking about porn earlier. Use Bing for your porn searches.
Why is that?
Because if you search within the videos tab, you can just watch the videos within Bing, as opposed to going to the sites individually.
Really? Now
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah, just a fun fact for everybody. Yeah, you don't have to open each individual site. You can just watch it within Bing.
That'll solve some problems.
Oh, yeah.
Like, as bad as Bing is,
It's excellent
it's
for porn.
It's excellent.
All right. With that excellent advice to everybody, thank you all for joining us.
You can porn at school again? Yeah, I have a story, but...
Yeah, Pop, I'm trying to outro here.
I'm sorry.
Thank you all for joining us. We'll be back next week at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, right here on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, join us on Twitch, you fucks. And, yeah, everybody have a good day.
Have a good night, everyone.
Over on Nick's show.
Rating now. Good night.
Doodles.